Welcome back, everyone, to the BD1P Binding of Isaac modded series. Today is going to be a forgotten run for win number 1 and episode number 326, we'll say, for like the third day in a row. Your question for today is going to be, put your answer in the comments down below. How often do you go to the doctor every year? Let's get started. So the reason I am choosing my character today is for a couple of reasons. C, by the way, is going to be 4CVA and R2X. The main reason being that this has been like just a very stressful day, a very stressful week, and I'm in need of like a long, just like, or not a long, a very short, quick burst of a run because my voice is even more gone than it was earlier in the week. I've just been, it has been one of, I think, like, the hardest weeks to make content for me just because I've been so busy, like, with real life stuff that the idea of sitting down and recording a video is like making me physically ill. I like making videos, obviously. This is a weird item room right here. Okay. Mimic pedestal, don't be an idiot. This is an awful item. Not even worth, well, I guess because we have the Ipecac chest, it's fine to pick up. But if you can't tell, like, my voice is even more gone than it was earlier in the week. I had to record 45 minutes straight of audio yesterday for a main channel video, and I'm tired, man. Between dog sitting, getting our new kitten, and the vet visits, and all of that kind of stuff, I need a pick-me-up. And this Forgotten run, as my favorite character in the game, this is that pick-me-up for me. I have desperately wanted to see a Forgotten run on the random streak, but we've only gotten him once while playing the deleted, and it gave us the character out of some like random TM trainer effect, which, hey, I was not going to complain at all about that. But why don't we narrate what has made this week so, like, not awful, but just so overtly stressful for me. Starting off, as most of you know, I've been dog sitting for a family friend for, I would say, like, it's been 8 days, and I've slept over at their house 6 out of those 8 days. So my normal schedule of, like, making content is I'll record a bunch of videos, or I'll you know, like, script something or record like audio for a video, and I'll spend like the entire night editing down that audio for like the actual video. Look what I was talking about. It's right here, giving us, I mean, that's pretty damn good. It's gonna make knives rain down from the ceiling after killing an enemy or hitting an enemy for the first time, I believe. Excuse me. And I'm going on vacation in July, like mid-July, to Chicago for about a week. So I have to also worry about getting like videos backlogged for that. I'm working on getting some streams ready for the rest of this week. And it's been just like stressful not being at home to do that. I've been away from home trying to manage all of this stuff, which is it's just not a good environment. I think a lot of people underrate, like, how important it is to be in a good environment where you're working. If you're working in a terrible environment, whether it be like, you know, it's run down or it's like cheap or it's old, it affects your mood and your affection towards your content or whatever you end up making while you're there. So being away from home and really only being able to think about content and how much I have to do and being stressed about that instead of just actually making the content has definitely contributed here. Now, I'm getting back in the swing of things. My voice is, this is as worse as my voice has been, I think, ever in my life, and I'm just trying to push through because I have not missed an Isaac video for, I think it's like 9 months at this point, which is a pretty big achievement. And I know I should take a rest. I'm not like an idiot, but a lot of it, is it gonna Holy Mantle? You can't take it. That sucks. Whatever. Moving on down here. It's more of like a me thing where, like, I'd rather just not miss that video. If I can power through today and just keep like within little breaks resting my voice between every day, I'd be much happier in the long run. Obviously, it's a bit better and probably a bit safer for me to just not make a video at all today, but who knows how long it'll take for my voice to get better, and I'd rather not be gone for, like, you know, a week or two when I already have a week-long vacation coming up in the future. So that's my reasoning behind that. But being away from home and dog sitting, like I have a notes thing on my notes app right now for like my hours of being there. On average, I was at that house 16 hours a day, sleeping obviously included there, meaning that I pretty much had like a little under 8 hours at home every day, which was either spent, you know, making food for me and my girlfriend, or taking care of the new kittens, or, you know, going to the grocery store, going to the veterinarian, which I'll talk about later, because the vet was definitely a bit of an interesting debacle. We can just do this. You didn't even drop anything. You're hilarious. You're the funniest man at the party right now. So I would say I've had about 4 hours of work I've been able to do every day when I normally am working like 10-hour days. So it's been a really big shift for me. But again, I'm happy to help my family friend dog sit because they need the help, and I can give the help, you know? I'm going to make some good money off of that as well, so it's all going to come back around. We can hope at least, eventually. So that's all fine and good. The other big contributor to my stress has been, funnily enough, the new cat we got. We found a new kitten. She was a stray, and we took her in, and we were planning out where we are going to keep her, I'm pretty sure at this point. But when you get a new kitten, like, they got to go to the vet immediately for fleas, for other kind of diseases. Like, I guess I could use you. Are you close enough? You were close enough. Look at that skill, baby. They have to go to the vet, like, pretty much immediately. You know what? Just do this. Because they could have fleas, they could have different diseases, they could have, like, leukemia, and they could pass that stuff on to, you know, our other cat, the one we've had for the last, like, half a year, Beauty. So that was, like, a big thing we had to get out of the way there. And Beauty also needed to get her anxiety medication. She needed to get, her vaccine. She was behind on a couple of her vaccines as well. So it was a required vet visit. And luckily for us, it was a drop-off visit, meaning we can just drop them off and we can, you know, go home for a couple of hours or go out to eat and then come back and pick them up, which is what we did. We went to Subway that day. But just getting Beauty downstairs to the vet was like, I would say top 10 bravest humans. Like, if we're putting, like, soldiers at, like, number 5, I would say whoever's carrying Beauty down a flight of stairs in an apartment building, that's, like, number 4. Because Beauty is the fucking worst at that kind of stuff. Because of her anxiety, being in a closed, like, kennel and being moved out of her area, which is here, to a really hot car as a long-haired cat, she was howling. Like, honestly, and I've been camping, I've been hunting a couple times before, and I've heard some pretty anguished animal cries against my own will. I have never heard an animal be as anguished as Beauty sounded being carried to a car. I mean, it made my heart break having to move that cat anywhere, because I love that cat, man. Like, we're like 2 peas in a fucking pod. We spend every day together. We're both very relaxed. So hearing that was kind of just like, I felt so bad. But man. But you know what? It had to happen. Sorry, bitch. Please be like death cert. Hold on.
Justice.
Take it all in. Every single... You can't... Can you please... What? Are you full? Sir, are you full? Well, it just wouldn't suck anything in there, so there goes our hope, like, our potentially insanely good chest. I think that one modded heart was stopping everything else, but I couldn't, like, grab the heart without grabbing everything else also on the way there. But I got her to the car, and Zim came down with no issues. Zim is a very just, like, she'll do anything kind of kitty. Like, she's crazy active, but also, like, she listens decently well when it comes to stuff like that. She was very calm, and I would say the proper word to use there being respectful. So we get Beauty and Zim in the car. It's like a 1-minute drive to Pet Supply, which is, like, right next to where the veterinarian is. So Beauty's, you know, crying in the car the entire time. Like, oh, you know, woe is me. I can't believe I'm being taken to be healthier. This fucking blows. I hate you guys. You're the worst family ever. You know, those classic remarks they'll make. And the second we get Beauty inside of the Pet Supply, she just, like, stops. Like, she stops meowing. She stops you know, being like a super crazy, like howling cat, and she goes quiet. And I look at her, and her mouth is like slightly open. And that's a sign of them being both too hot and also being super anxious, which made me realize, okay, good thing she's here now because we're getting her anxiety medication here, and she just desperately needs that right now. We gained HP and we lost tears. We gained a good amount of damage, though. I'm pretty happy with that roll. Magic Mush, by the way, is right in these mushrooms. I told you guys, it's right there. You don't see it? I see it, plain as day. I'm going to leave it there, though, because I don't want to cheat, obviously, as you guys all know. I'm a very honest man. But Beauty's, like, super anxious, and she won't even look at me. She's so mad. She won't look at me. She's just like... This is actually, we got a decent run going on here. This is actually pretty damn nice. It's a very standard one. You hit the guy, though, is the thing. But it makes me feel good to have a decently good powered run. So I'm not stuck on basement 1 for 20 minutes trying to min-max getting like 9 lives or some shit. Beauty gets there, Seven gets there. They're both quiet. Beauty won't look at me. She won't eat her treat. She's just kind of pissed off and anxious. And the vet like calls us into the room. And this vet is an amazing lady. Like, she reassures us everything's going to be okay. The cats will be treated fine. And like... you know, gives us like a nice healthcare plan for them and just makes us feel like we chose the right place, which is a really great feeling to have. And I think we did choose the right place. That dodge might have been the best thing I've ever done in my entirety playing Isaac. Did you see that shit? I turned in, I hit him, turned into the fucking, the bone man to block the shot and killed him as the soul. That was kind of nutty. Just do this, right? This works, yeah. You get extra bone hearts back, too. Look at that. Go over here and do some more. Immediate pop there. Okay, Lucky Toe is eh. We'll go smaller, and we'll get more luck. Dude, this run is... Oh, I had no shield there. This run is really, really nice. But we leave him there, and we go to Subway. Now... I was expecting that Beauty would be like a bitch to deal with because if anybody who's like not me or Desi, honestly, even if it's like just like even with Desi, she'll like bite her occasionally. But if it's not me, Beauty is like uncomfortable with that person. So I thought it'd be rough to have her at the vet. What the fuck? Why are you moving like that, Michael Jackson? I thought she'd be like awful to have at the vet. But when we eventually got back, like the lady told us she was an angel and said nothing nice about Zimmy, but was like, oh yeah, no, Beauty was like an angel. She didn't like meow. She even used the litter box there, which is like, cats tend to only like use their own litter. I got a text I gotta look at, sorry. But anyways, like I was just surprised to hear that Beauty did well. She got her blood tested. She got her vaccines. She tested negative for like worms and all that, so she like was perfectly fine. She is apparently 1 pound overweight, which like, you know, I can see that. She hasn't been eating all of her food, so I don't know how she's like getting overweight, but you know, she's a little bit up there, I'll admit. Zimmy though is like extremely healthy. She did have an ear infection, which like it's just one thing after another, it feels like. First the cats don't get along, then one of them has an ear infection. Beauty was mad at us for like a whole day for taking her out of the living room. It was just a whole thing, but it ended up being relatively okay. We got them some nice like flea medication to apply to their skin so they don't get any fleas, which again is a really important thing for cats. And it, you know, everything worked out in that regard, but it was still just kind of stressful to have to like between just already being out of the house so much, get out of the house again to a point where I was like, it wasn't like my last straw. It was kind of just like, that's when I knew I wasn't gonna get my videos done on time for the main channel, because it was like, if I'm gonna be busy doing this all day or that all day or not be home all day or not be home all night or I usually work during, I'm gonna have some late videos. And when I'm already trying to get a backlog for vacation, you know, it's really, really not good. I mean, that's what the number one stressor I have is just not getting the proper amount of work done. And this whole entire week has been me not having the option to get enough work done. So, ooh, we get a luck pill. We have such good luck. We have great like stats. I mean, we could use a bit more damage and a bit more tier rate, but I can't complain too much. I guess we're going really fast as well, moving on down once again. But to fluff out the story a bit more, when we dropped them off at the vet, we went to Subway, which is like 5 minutes away. And as we kind of park in this like outlet mall type parking lot, I see smoke like coming from the road in front of us. And I'm thinking like, what could possibly be smoking on the road? Just like construction work? Cause like there's a lot of construction around us like constantly. My first thought was like, I'll take you. Wow, that's a lot of piss. That's fine. Speed down, I would rather not have, but what are you gonna do about it, right? And I'm thinking like, what could possibly be smoking out there? And as we get closer, we see a fucking car on fire, like on the side of the road. And I've never seen a car on fire before. But the first thing you always want to figure out is like, okay, is everybody like in the vehicle out of there and are they okay? Which the answer to that question was yes, she was standing by the subway where we were going as well. So like, she was okay. Number 2 question is like, is that car gonna fucking explode? Now I know that cars don't under normal circumstances explode. It requires like a lot to go wrong to have that happen. And it primarily, just because, you know, I'm guessing her tank isn't full. I'm guessing her oil wasn't like recently filled or changed. There's little that can make a car explode as far as I'm aware. And the fire started in the hood. And I believe for an explosion to take place, it has to happen in the, oh my god, you asshole, in the very like back where the gas is, or underneath the car too. So we seem to be relatively safe. And we kind of stand there, we watch the car for a bit, like being like, man, that's just fucking crazy. And we go inside due to the subway, and we order our meals or whatever, and we're still kind of watching the car out the window. Like, it's weird. You don't really see that kind of shit too often. And when you do, you want to just witness it, right? Because you're like, man, this is just never going to happen to me again. And although it is, like, horrible to have happen, it is a once-in-a-lifetime, like, would you look at that kind of thing? And the lady who had her car, like, who was on fire, it didn't seem, like, too broken up about it. I guess in my, like, mind, if my car started on fire and I was able to get to safety, I wouldn't be like upset. I'd be just kind of like, holy shit, that's fucking nuts. So I guess I wouldn't be like outwardly too up in arms about it either. But it still is like, oh, the Hermit, we don't really need to use that. I'm fine. We have so much money already. It's our last shop floor. Like, we don't need anything like that. I'm still looking for tier rate though. I don't really want to manage soup right now. My brain power from like just trying to keep my mouth talking when my jaw feels so like weak right now. It's not worth it. Oh my god, that guy's crazy. Absolute fucking buffoon. What was I even saying? I'm sorry. I'm so scatterbrained right now. This is the first time in like 3 months that I haven't had an Isaac backlog ready to go up. And like now I'm just trying to like make that log again without like losing my train of thought. I'm still thinking like, man, I have so much more fucking work to do. It's insane. But the fire department obviously eventually comes and puts it out, and they tow the car away, and everything ended up being okay. But we were talking to one of the employees at Subway. There was this lady who was kind of just like that's fucking crazy. Like what I was saying, that's just fucking nuts that would happen. And I got an appreciation. Like, I've always, like, liked just talking to strangers, like, if I'm just, like, sitting at, like, I don't know, like, on a park bench or some shit, and, like, some guy makes small talk with me, I like that, because it's fun just to kind of talk to new people. And, I was talking with this lady for a little bit. I don't think Black Rune activates, we'll go Polaroid here. I don't think Black Rune activates, it does. You know what, dude? I'm not in the mood. Rewind me out of there. We tested it out. You know, it happens. Get me out of there. It's fine. I'm not a big deal. We'll take Parathor, we'll move on down. But we were just kind of like talking about, oh yeah, it's why the heat is so dangerous, like, because it can start, you know, cars on fire and all that shit. And I was like, yeah, we came here like just about a year ago from Wisconsin. And she's like, oh, you came in the hottest month of the year? And I was like, oh yeah, it was quite a surprise. But I found an appreciation for that small talk, that it really is just fun to talk to somebody that you're never going to see again, because you can just shoot the shit and just be like, you know, unabashedly just like honest about everything, and like it doesn't matter. It's a really, really, really cool feeling. But no, it was probably the one moment of calm I had in my entire week was just talking to that lady, because every other second of my day it was like, I either got to be doing this or that, or like thinking about how much fucking work I have to do. But we're gonna get back in the swing of it. I also wanted to mention before the video ends, I know, like, I'm guessing over half the viewers are already gone because, you know, audience retention and all that kind of stuff. But I will be doing a charity live stream this Wednesday, the 29th. I believe it's the 29th, I think, for Planned Parenthood. If you want to come on by, it's gonna be an Isaac stream with a couple of special guests, 4-player file members included. It's the same one as the last we did, where you can donate money and it affects things in game, like automatically. For example, you give me $5, you could, you know, spawn like a fly on top of me. You give me, you spend like $15, you can, you know, R-key my entire run or some shit like that. All of that can happen. It was really fun and chaotic in the tournament, but this is just gonna be a regular stream. And I think the goal we're gonna do for this like streams catch is that every single time like me and whoever I'm playing with loses the run, it's gonna be like $5 to Planned Parenthood from us, and also whatever money you spent on that donation also going to Planned Parenthood as well. So if you want to come on by and support a good cause, a well-needed cause in this day and age, come on by. Even if you're just hanging out, like any viewer helps. The ad revenue as well from that stream will also be going there. So you can't give any money, you just want to sit and watch, you'll still be doing some productive stuff. But again, if it's not for you, I guess no pressure, but whatever. Anyways, I've been trying to plan that stream and get some people together for that and get the mod up to date with the newest Repentance patch and all that kind of stuff. But I feel myself getting back into a groove, but I know that I'm gonna lose that groove the second my vacation hits, and I'm gonna be behind like a couple of videos. So here's to my voice getting better. Here's to, I guess, just everything else going well, and to hopefully a stress-free week for me, so I can work on some content, do some fun streams, and you know, make some good content. But the big thing for me right now is I'm gonna start trying to turn my video essay styled content from the main channel into more of like a stream highlights kind of deal, because it's way easier on my voice. Because think, for example, my process right now, where I'll stream like a Lego Star Wars trilogy. I will record it as well. Then I'll go afterwards, write an entire script detailing what happened during that run. And then I will record myself talking on that script. It's like a 45-minute recording session for recording an entire 20-minute video script. So it's like, it's pretty intensive. It's worse than doing Isaac, because I can't, like, when I'm talking normally just like off the top of my dome like I am right now, the pauses come naturally, the cadence comes. Is that gonna be a red poop there again? It is gonna be you fucking asshole. The cadence comes naturally, the inflection comes naturally. When I'm reading off a script, it's like doing the same takes over and over and over, and it's just like all I'm doing is talking. I'm not really like you know, playing a game or being entertained, so it's kind of boring. But if I thought to myself, what if I cut out the middleman, and if I do my explaining on stream, I don't got to do any extra talking or scripting. All I got to do is edit down that VOD. The problem is with super like technical stuff like the no jump or the no stud run, it's really hard to narrate that on stream. A lot of the time what I'll do is I'll play a level back, or I'll play a certain section back, you know, 10 to 15 times to get the perfect run, and that can be kind of hard to watch or be entertained by, as well as it can be really annoying to be live during that entire section, like to try and get, you know, not get frustrated playing the same thing back and making the same mistakes back. So that's kind of the big caveat. However, like feeling how my voice feels and how my voice sounds right now, it's gonna have to be a necessity there. It definitely will. But I guess we'll see when the time comes how that'll work out for me. Like, content is still fairly new to me. Like, I've only been a creator for a year and a half at this point. That's still really fresh into the field, so I'm still trying to find, that fucking blows, the proper things that work for me. But what has been fun, though, that I'll talk about next episode probably, or I have a couple things to talk about, but one of my longtime friends I met through doing streaming and YouTube, Script JCR, one of the old 4-player file members and one of the old tournament hosts as well, He got a full-time job in, I think, like half a year ago, and hasn't really been streaming or making any videos recently, but he is planning on coming back to streaming in a more serious fashion, which is great, because right now I feel like I don't really have anybody that I can like just sit down and make content with just in general. Obviously Merm and Alexa and Turtle Melon count, but like, because Alexa and I are both full-time creators, it's a lot harder to find that time where we both have time to work on, you know, our other solo stuff as well as collab stuff. And Merm is in college, which also makes that a bit harder because sorry, I can't talk, my voice is gone. Because Script is out of college and just working a job, it opens up a lot more time in our schedules to work on videos together. So I'm really looking forward to doing that in the coming months. We have a D&D playthrough planned for stream. Why am I getting hit so much? Myself, Merm, Script, Aldog, a bunch of people you guys will know from older videos that are coming back to do some D&D live on my stream. I might post the VODs here, I might not. I guess we'll have to see when the time comes. If you guys want to watch D&D, I'll talk about that more in depth probably in tomorrow's episode. Let me know, and I can you know, cut down those VODs and put them on this channel, but I don't know. It's a lot of stuff is like in the works. Not a lot is getting just like generally done, and that's just kind of frustrating me. Like, I have so many cool things I want to show off right now, but like I'm not even remotely close to being done, or like, why do you guys do this? In the process of still working on them. But I'm gonna be doing a little bit of like writing work on my vacation so I can get some scripts done for videos. But I don't know. Like, I'm in a good place for content for sure. I had one of my most, if not my second most profitable month ever on YouTube last month between my two channels, as well as streaming a lot as well. So, like, things are going well. It's just definitely taking a very stressful toll. Like, it's gonna come a point in the next like 3 or 4 months where I'll have to start prioritizing the other channel over Isaac. But until I like legitimately like have to, I'm not. Why did you just immediately do that? There was like no fucking wind up. You just stood there and shot me in the face. Thank you, Monstro 2. My favorite boss ever made. Easiest room. Oh no. Actually very difficult room. Oh, run away, run away, run away, run away. Get up here and boom. The easiest room of all time. No questions asked. If you can't tell, my voice is like slowly fading away right now. I can barely keep my mouth, like, you know when you get, I think I might have mentioned this already, I can't remember, but like when you get a super sore throat from talking too much, and like your mouth and your jaw become so tired you can't even close your mouth. Dude, where is the boss fight, please? Why am I'm going the longest path and not finding jack shit. Now I'm getting a little bit frustrated. Womb 1 was like this, like, just cut me some slack right now. Give me a secret room right there. Oh, damn it. No, not you too, dude. Leave me alone. Give me a secret room. Please just be down. Oh my god, how? How is it not this way? You're telling me it's like it might be up and left? Nope. Not at all, actually. It's up and right. Despite the other path leading me so far down the wrong trail. The world of BD1P had actual good Isaac pathing would be a world in which world hunger was solved in like the fucking 16th century. This is just, it's embarrassing, honestly. How my gift of foresight has left me. Get out of here. You're done. You're bad. Can I even do these rocks make a bridge? Perfect sense right there. No, why? Why? Oh my god, dude. It ends in 2. Even my favorite character runs just get squashed beneath a level of apathy for this game right now. Because I still gotta edit that video tonight. No. The only reason I've lived this long is that book has kept me safe during boss fights. I'm not giving that up. You could have made a case like 3 floors ago, sure. But right now, like, I can just walk in here and do this. I gotta use Purgatory more. We have a very mid run for damage. I gotta get some more auxiliary damage out there through items like Purgatory. Honestly, dude, just use bombs. Like, they're gonna do so much more than you ever could. Nice, perfect bomb hit right there. Oh my god, no, come back. It's gonna be a great day when vacation hits, I'm telling you that much. I love my job, but having the ability to not work at all because I'll be gone, that was great, is going to be cathartic. How did those both get me? Like, let's be real here. One or the other, Isaac. You cannot have it both ways. Good bomb. It's the longest Isaac fight ever seen. Please. Yes, okay, he's dead. One final floor plus a pair throw to go. A mega chest, huh? These are all getting pair throwed immediately. If you're not tears up or like a high damage up, you're getting rerolled into range. Lumber's hat, which is completely useless on this floor. Hypercoagulation. Not a great run. I did go really fast through it, but still, like, I guess we have 2 bumbos. There's a bright side. Get some bombs for yourself. We're gonna need these bombs. That's a really good card to see. What about this one? Foiled Empress? Is this gonna crash my game? It did oh, we get Twisted Pair? Hello. Oh my god. Well, not a room you see too often, huh? +2 luck upgrade right there. Luck right here. Luck up again. And again. And I think we'll honestly take Lemon Party for the boss fight. Assuming it's very close to here. I really don't know. Twisted Pair, though, on this floor. Plus the big party pill. And, like, that was a good room. That room alone was better than the entirety of our starting room. It gave us Compound Fracture as well, which is an item you should never diss, especially as the Forgotten. Those extra bones can do some good work. Here's the plan right now. Blue Baby's going to die. Give me an extra chest. Give me Polyphemus. No. Okay, watch this. Boom. 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 Get some bombs down. You miss, you miss. You know what? It doesn't really matter. Look at how much damage you're taking. Because you're a cuckold beta male, and I'm an alpha. I'm going to lose my Polaroid. It's fine. Get in there with your regular tiers now. We have a pretty, like, we have Rubber Cement Continuum, like, bones. It's pretty good. The range is insane, but if you enjoyed the run, I'm sorry I was so bitter. It's been a rough week. The game crashed. It did not crash. Did it crash? No, we're fine. A like and a comment goes a long way for a small channel like mine. In the meantime, I have been BD1P. I'm going to continue to do some editing. Peace out and goodbye.